We have got rain in the house. Somebody's calling me. Let me put you on hold one second. Alright, phone call out of the way. Phone call has been cancelled, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we are not doing the business chat again. It's a short flight. I can do it, but I hate when I'm in the middle of doing stuff and people show up and I gotta rush. It was my fault today why that happened. I was trying to rush in and out, and you just can't do that, right?
Microsoft Flight Simulator, Sim files, column 3 4. Sim files, items, view list, Sim brief download, Flight Simulator, first officer, next 2 of 10.
Alright, so let's go ahead and load.
Copy, rename, share, delete, deal, pop-up, window, run as administrator, A2 of 9. Items, view
First
list.
officer next, which I love the fact that I got a button set up for the audio, because I can tell first officer to shut its mouth, you know?
Ops 29, Sim files, row 1, column, Microsoft, star, forms, name, Ops 29, Sim files, column 2, Sim files, items, view list, Ops 29.1.
Close that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator, 1. Microsoft.
Oh, we
folder view list, Ops, Team Talk 5 Classic, TFM Beta.X, Team Talk 5 Classic 9 of 14. TFM Beta.X.
Here we go.
Copy, rename, share, delete, pop-up, window, run as administrator, folder view list.
Load TFM.
Sim brief support not loaded.
TFM.
Loading airport
TFM.
4.
Alright, so where are we going
Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft.
tonight, ladies and gentlemen?
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
That's the question. And I've got an answer. Alright, so right now we are in good old Tennessee. And as you can tell, it's raining.
Forms.main, row 1, forms.main,
And
Microsoft,
I
Microsoft Flight
believe
Simulator.
we're actually at a...
84 KBNA.
Oh, we're actually at the gate. Wow. Go back in here. Okay, so I would like to have some company on this chat as well, but I don't know if the person that I want to bring in is going to be available, so let's see. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and load my other server here.
Team Talk 5 Classic 9 of 14.
Team Talk.
Team Talk 5 Host Manager Clip List. Team Talk 5 Classic.
We'll go in here.
Join channel root level 1 job beginner flights Microsoft when not flight sim related to pilot lounge 0 1 1 level left channel root.
Go to the pilot
Forms
lounge
main row 1
right
column 2
now.
Microsoft flights.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get the restream chat up for you
folder
fellas.
list. Team Talk 5 Sim files 10 of 4. Sim files restream chat.
Load the restream chat
Restream
real
chat row 1 column
quick.
1. Icon message.
Booyah!
Disable menu. Disable button. Enable button.
I love the fact that I got a computer that doesn't
Restream chat. Sim files. Items.
fail me.
Restream chat document. Click.
Alright, the
Menu button submenu. Clickable open chat button. Clickable icon message. Edit blank.
I'm just going to put welcome everyone. There we go. Alright,
Folder
we'll
view
hide
list.
that.
Restream chat forms main Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight.
Alright, so we are in Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. And we are headed to Calgary. I don't know what the weather's going to be like.
Wind 260 at 5 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Wind is 260 at 5 knots. It's not too awful bad. Maybe, well, we'll probably take off flaps 5 unless I see the wind getting more intense.
Avionics master off. Navigation off. Heating off. Landing off.
Then,
Taxi off. Scope off. Avionics
you know,
master active. Navigation on. Beacon on.
we
Landing
can
on.
adjust
Taxi on.
that.
Scope on.
Alright, Brandon Armstrong is going to join it for a few. The old man don't never want to hang out. You know, what can I say?
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Restream chat row 1 column 2 of 6. Forms.main bvipilots /pilot lounge team. bvipilots /pilot lounge team. Level 0 level 1 beginner pilots. 0 flight sim training. 0 collect Microsoft not flight sim related to pilot lounge. 1 expanded 1 to 1 level 1. Level 2 John 1 to 1.
So we're waiting on
Microsoft
him.
Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
Do I got the... Yeah, I do got the right one up.
Folder view list. Sim files 10 of 14. RAM TFM Beta.X shortcut 13 of 14. Forms.main row 1 column Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I
Microsoft.
can find out.
Destination runway dialog. Airport code label runway details. Airport icon alt plus save. Destination runway combo box. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Forms.main row 1 column 2. BVI pilot slash 3 stream chat ops. Start Forms.main BVI pilot slash BVI pilot. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight.
Anyway, we're sitting at the gate here in Nashville. It's raining. Welcome to the stream, Brandon. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, you would have the bad weather luck club. I'm telling you, see, we're honorary members of that club. We never seem to get around the bad weather, do we?
No, we don't. Every time that there is...
Every single time, it's one of us.
Every time.
Him or myself. I don't know how we end up with that. Yeah, I'm doing good this evening, everyone.
Yeah, it's good to have you here for a little bit. It's, because the thing is, like, we've been doing a lot of flying and stuff. We've really not stopped just to, well, along with the flying, but I can get all that ready while we're talking, but we've not really just stopped and talked about all these different things and all the changes that we've seen. I'll tell you what I thought about doing, and I don't know when I'm going to do this, but me and you could do it at some point, is loading up the older TFM. And then loading up the new TFM.
The current version. Yeah.
To really give a really good perspective on the changes that we've encountered. So
that's a good idea.
I think so. Absolutely. But let me do one thing and then we'll get into the conversation.
I hope everybody had a good 4th of July, by the way. I did. I had an awesome one.
Yeah, me too. I need to really get this laptop to shut up because I got it on. Let me turn it off real quick.
Echo. Volume down. There we go.
Then we do.
Oh man, can somebody send some of that rain my way?
I gotta remember. What is it? The stupid keyboard. You know what? Hold on. We'll do this real quick. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July.
I definitely did. I went to the park and hung out and listened to some worship music and watched the fireworks display.
Close and checklist. 3FLT flow button. 3FLTCHKLSD button.
Ryan Bishop.
Whoa.
Hey everyone.
There we go. Alright, we're shutting that down. I just had my laptop running. I was doing some other stuff, and because I still got a bunch of stuff on there. Hey, Mr. Bishop! How you doing, buddy? Yeah,
what's up, Ryan?
I was doing a flight earlier. I don't know if you picked that up or not, but I was doing a business jet flight, Louisville to Indianapolis. It's going good, but I got company, and I was running back and forth, and then I was trying to hurry up with the landing, and, I can't, like I was telling people here today, I'm like, guys, I cannot just say, okay, we'll do this in a little bit. When you're in the air, you either land or you have a disastrous flight, and that's where it was going. And
yeah, I caught that right as I got back, because I didn't get back until 5. Sisters for her daughter's birthday party.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I'm not blaming nobody, but it's just I hate when I get started on something and then, all of a sudden
you get interrupted. Options. Info. Land. Ground bottom. Ground land. Ground PMDG 737 auto off. Land. Info. Connect options. On -1. WASM version 1.0 WASM interface. WAP FLT 14 FLTPLM FSF version 11.1 FSUIPC FSUIPCD calculate ready. Messages. CHKLSTCH before 2. CHKM messages. Popular FSUIPC FSUIPC version FSO version 11.1.2.1 FLTPLM loaded 9.true. Cargo FLT14 false. WASM interface. WAPI for WASM version 1.1 Options. Info. Blank. Ground P bottom. Ground PMDG 737 auto off. Forms.main.
Oh, I bet you I know what
Microsoft Flight
happened.
Simulator 1.3.
So the thing with first officer is
items view list. Preview. Level 1. Search box and
it
search home
likes
next.
to
Preview. Home 1. Level 2 Windows. C. Items view list. Dollar size reset not selected 1 of 7. Flight Simulator first officer next 3 of 17. Items view list. Data 3 of items view list. User dot notes capital HTTP policy XTN call sim com call react call call take call call calls call live call equals MNG MNG size MNG set MNG barrel MNG PN MNG PN set MTP equals BRTM FMS equals 1 set lights equals set X lights equals 1 set ills equals 1 set radios equals 1 walk around equals 1 rudder FLT CTR FLT MS cabin MSDS force
Ryan
equals 0
Bishop.
auto flows equals 0.
Yeah, auto
Well,
flows
if we
is
ever
0,
wanted to
see?
know what the after landing checklist does in flight, check out that VID LOL.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't do after landing checklist. I hit shut down on accident, actually.
Equals carriage return.
So yeah, it wasn't the after landing checklist that I hit. I hit the power button, and first officer, it just started flipping switches. I hit the wrong button because I was trying to hurry, but
Yeah, I was wondering last night what happened to that flight when we tried to do taxi, and it just bounced up and then did the landing procedure.
You talking about when we first tried to take off, and then because then once I restarted, we had a good flight. But yeah, no more AI. I'm not doing the pushback. I need to get with Declan because he probably knows how to do it where it does it right. But
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 star on bvipilots slash bvi folder view list TFM data extract 13 sim files 10 sim files items view list Flight Simulator first officer next 2 of 10.
But yeah, it was
restart
not.
configure support close and pre-FL before restart configure support buttons connect.
All right, here we'll connect.
You know, I heard you when you mentioned me on the stream last night about, oh, you probably need to go charge your phone. You know, it was so ironic. I actually had to go charge my phone right as you said that. Must be reading my mind.
Yeah, I was just messing with you, but
close and checklist bvipilots slash Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33 Microsoft Flight Simulator.
All right, so we got the first officer's working now. So what happened when I crashed? When we had the problem earlier and it shut down my stuff in the air. So that closed out first officer, and so it changed the auto flow to 0 because obviously it closed in the middle of running. So if it ever does that, you just go to the first officer next, go to data, go to user, the user file, go down, you'll find where it says auto flow, set it to 1, and there you go, you're good.
Ryan, I hope you made it home safely from the convention in Houston. I saw your post on Facebook about it being there yesterday. So.
We'll fix voice here. This is another thing I like.
Close and checklist grouping before start CHKLST Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8
Anti-ice off.
Set.
One more time. Anti-ice off. Okay, I just do that, guys. When you hear me do that twice, you'll know that I'm making sure that the button muted because I got a button here on my yoke, and when I hit it, you know, yeah, normally it will mute it, but sometimes
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0
when you're doing a lot of stuff and you're pushing it, you know, push it, then you push it again, push it, then you're like, oh wait, am I on mute or am I unmuted? I wish first officer would have something when you hit the button, it'd make a noise or something like a click click or, you know, something.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0
it's muted.
Yeah.
Ryan Bishop. I did. I had flight delays from hell,
he said he had
but
flight
I did.
delays from heck.
2 hour and 16 minute turned into 10 hours and 3 layover airports instead of 1.
2 minutes turned into over 10-hour deal. So
260 at 5 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Please tell me that wasn't out of Bush Continental.
Yeah,
if it was, then that's an infamous airport.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.
Yeah, could have been.
3.8.0.
If it was, I know the feeling. I've had that experience there, and it was not fun.
Ryan Bishop.
72 right now. Here
it
in
was.
Tennessee. He said it was.
Nice.
Oh boy, yep, okay. I know the pain of that. That happened to me there. That's the worst airport in Houston.
Left IRS wind, 260 at 5 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Right, so wind is staying at 5 knots, so that's good. We'll take off at flaps 5, won't have to worry about. Usually, if the wind is below 10 knots, I keep the flaps at 5 for takeoff, but anything above 10 knots, so if it's like a steady 12 to 15 or more, I flaps 10. Now, I'll also go to flaps 15 in really windy conditions, And so usually if it's
Flight recorder
over
normal. Flight recorder light
18 knots, so if it's 18 knots and plus,
Flight recorder test. Flight recorder light on. Left master
I'll
caution
do
light on. Left master caution light on. Overhead warning light on.
because
Left
usually,
FMC light on. Right
So
FMC
what
light on.
about
Enter
when I
IRS
get
position.
set up and I get
Right IRS light on.
in
Left
there,
IRS
say
left IRS light on.
5
Left IRS light on.
and
Left
dust
left IRS light. Right IRS light on.
15,
Left IRS light.
say,
Left IRS light on.
would I go
Left IRS
flaps
left IRS
10
light on.
then?
Right. Left IRS light.
Yeah,
Left IRS light on.
I
Left IRS
would.
light on. Left IRS light.
I mean,
Left IRS
that's
light on.
what
Left
I
IRS light.
do.
Right IRS light. Left.
and if you got higher winds, like I said, 18 knots or more or something like that, flaps 15, you'll be able to do it. I mean, you
Left
know,
IRS light off.
the
Right IRS light.
739
Left IRS light
will,
off. Right IRS light off. Left IRS light
it's
on. Right
not
IRS
going
light
to
off. Left IRS light off. Left
struggle,
IRS.
but it,
Left
you know,
IRS. Left IRS light off. Left IRS light on.
It's going to be
It'll
a
get
wild
you-
ride up.
Left IRS light.
yeah, it'll get you
Left
up
IRS
in
light.
the air.
Left IRS light off. Left IRS light off. Right. Left IRS light on. Right IRS light off. Left
The
IRS light on. Right
IRS
IRS.
thing
Left
was
IRS light
not
off. Left IRS light on.
you
Right.
guys
Right
remember
FMC.
I'm
Left
using
IRS
the
light on. Right.
latest
Left
beta.
IRS light off. Left IRS light off. Right.
The one
Left
thing
IRS light.
again
Left
that
IRS
I
light off.
like is that
Left
it
IRS
tells you when
left IRS light off.
the
Right.
FMC's been updated. So you're on the scratch pad, put in the altitude, hit enter,
Left IRS light off. Left IRS light off. Right IRS light off. Left IRS light off.
you know,
Left IRS light off. Right IRS.
FMC
Left
ready
IRS
or whatever the message is. I forget what it is, but it'll tell you. So then you
Oh,
know
nice.
you can hit Alt Home and then do whatever soft key that you got to do to enter whatever information that you had put in. That's a nice feature, and the other nice feature
I'm glad it'll say that.
is the runway feature where you can put
CDU
in the
number
runway
selected,
you're going to be
available.
landing at, then you can
Left
look
FMC
at
light
it
off. Right
with
FMC
right
light off.
bracket
CDU number 1 message light off. CDU number 2 message light off.
as in November. And it'll show you what the
Nice.
heading is. What's the other thing called? Heading and bearing. So your heading's what you're, you know, that's what you're flying over the ground, and bearing is the heading of the actual where you're going to be landing. I believe is
All right.
how that
I'm going
goes.
to check out the aircraft.
All right, so we're checking
Oh,
out
nice.
the aircraft. So let's get that loaded real quick. Once I get this out of the way, we can start into the main topic here. But
Menu.
I'm going to
Land
get
1.
this
Left FMC left
out of
radar.
the way. So,
Model end. Model end 1. 737 900 RDW 20. Frozen. Next frozen 1 slash 3 slash pose.
Alright,
1. And red air 2.
so I'll do all
Let
this.
us land.
I'll show you exactly what I was talking about. KBNA. I'll hit enter and I'll have a listen. Let's just wait and listen.
CDU ready.
CDU ready. So then I'll
FMC
alt
display at red
home.
only plus home 2.
Left stop 2. Bam.
Frozen 1 slash
Done.
next 1. Red air 2.
I like
KBNA
that.
36 degrees 07.5
There it is.
086 degrees 40.7.
So then I'll do right soft 6.
XRT 1 slash 3. XRT origin 1. KBNA CYYC.
And there's our flight plan on the route. So you know that it's in there if you see your departure and arrival airport on the route page. So now we'll do
Step slash
Alt
R index 1 slash 1.
A.
Step slash R index land 1. Left step KBNA R greater.
We'll do left soft
KBN
1.
SIS runways 1. CHADM. Microsoft flights forms. BVI pilot star untitled book
And
star
just
untitled.
to make sure I
Land.
always copy my flight
KBNA slash 20R
information
land.
on the
KBNA
notepad.
slash KBNA slash 20R. M045 left
Alright,
320.
20 right.
HGTR D3. Space HGTR.
Hager
D. Free. D. Free.
D3
Space.
for
Free.
Haggard.
Space TINGS.
Haggard and
TNITINGS.
Tings.
HGT M045 left 20R. KBNA
20
KBNA
right.
SIS runway 1. CHADM 302C. Land 2.
Interesting
CANLS 3012.
set.
Land 3. Droid land 4. Evan 313. Land 5. Flame 320C. 5. Land 5. Flame 320C.
Okay,
KBNA
hold down
KBNA
real
6 1.
quick.
GDO GT320L. Land 2. HGTR D320R. Land
There it
2.
is.
HGTR D320R.
So right soft 2 for 20
CD number
right.
1. Land 1. CHADM 3 less L greater
What did I
20R.
say it was?
Sys
Hager.
number 1. CHADM. Land 2. DANLS 3. Land 3.
Hager.
Droid 3. Land 4. Evan 3. Land 5. Flame 3.
Okay.
KBNA 1. GDOG. Land 2. HGTR. Land 3. Land 2. HGTR D3.
I say Haggard 3. It's 8GGRD3.
Land 2. HGTR D3. Land 2. HGTR D3. Colon. 2. Colon.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be
Space.
pronounced.
Cape Trans 1. HGTR D Trans 2. Tings. Land.
And
2.
then
Tings.
Tings.
Land 3. Land 2. Tings. T. Space. Colon. 2. Trans 2. Tings less L greater.
And then we'll execute.
CDU number 1 execute key unavailable.
Good.
CDU number 2
Go back to the route page.
XRT 1 slash
Someone
3.
asked why do I go to the route page after I do my departure. That way I can go to route page and then hit Alt A and I go back to the
Step slash R index 1 slash 1.
departure and arrival and it's refreshed. If
Step
that
slash R
makes
index 1
sense.
slash
And
1.
then,
Left step KBNA R greater.
then I'll do right soft 2 for arrival.
CYYC arrivals 1 slash stars approach 1. Adbox 8.1. Star
Alright,
untitled
so
book row 1.
let's
Star
take a
untitled
look at
land.
that real quick.
Carriage return 17L. Slash.
So we got
CYYC.
17 left.
Echo 6. E L 6.
Ebgol 6.
Echo 6. Mabek. O E E A. Space.
Mabek. Ebgol 6.
Echo
Mabek.
6. CYYC. Slash. 17L.
Where are you
CYYC
flying
arrivals
to?
1 slash 1. Adbox 8.11 L 11. Land 2. Adbox 8.17 DL 17L.
6 mob
Land
bet.
2. Adbox 8.17 DL 17L. Land 2.
Alright,
Adbox
rank
8.17 DL 17L. CYYC right piece 1. Adbox 8.1 G slash 2. Merkle 5. Trans 3. Epical 6.174. Flom land 3. Epical 6.170 none. Land
There's Epical
3.
6.
Epical 6.17 land 3. Epical 6.170 none. Trans 2. Edlemon slash operator. Trans 1. Epical 6 trans 2. Edlemon slash op trans 3. It was a none. Land 4. Mobet. Land
There's my
4.
back.
Colon 4 colon space M. Land 4. Mobet.
We're going to
CYYC 1/1/1.
Calgary, Brandon. Alright.
Land 3. None.
Oh,
Trans 1.
okay.
Epical 6 less celebrator less celebrator. Trans 2. Mobet less celebrator on slash
And we do
operator.
have a star.
Challenging airport that I've
We
always
have a
had
Sid
trouble winning
and we
at.
have a star, so that's good.
CDU number 1 execute key available.
Well, I
CDU
tell you
number 1
what,
execute key available.
with 2020, it's real nice. It makes it so much better than what you're thinking.
XRT Lex 1 slash 6.
It really
XRT
does.
Lex 2 1
Good.
1000 slash 1000. 201 degrees HTT 1.8 NM.
So I'll have an easier
201
time. That's all.
degrees.
MCP edit dialog edit. Edit input edit 2 selected.
So we'll put in 201.
XRT
There
Lex.
it is.
MCP edit 210. XRT Lex 1 slash 201 degrees. XRT 201 degrees HTT 1.8 NM 2. Space 201.
Now we want 201.
MCP edit dialog edit 2 selected. XRT Lex 1. MCP edit 201.
There we go.
XRT 201 degrees 1 1000 slash 1000. 202 vector slash
We got a vector on line 2.
303 MERL slash 321 1000 slash XRT 201 1000 slash 1002 vector slash 303 MERL slash
So we'll do left soft 3, left soft
MOVRT
2.
Lex 1. CDU 302 MERL slash 303 HTTR 231 1000 302 303 384 10 slash 305 DSM slash.
I'm just going through the leg page here real quick while we're waiting on the co-pilot to come back
XRT
in.
Lex 1.
Slowpoke.
XRT
Yeah.
XRT 301 FSD slash 32 6 slash 23 Rebel slash 24 Mavic slash 35 Armored slash XRT Lex XRT 31 Nancy 32 Elosa slash 303 Rebel slash 4 to 204 Civic slash 205 Ebno 250 slash XRT Lex 4 slash 6 301 Mule 202 Elsa 210 slash 303 Vector slash 204 50 slash 6203 Vector slash 4 50 slash 6508 MOVRT Lex
Get rid of that.
CDU 113 50 slash 114 Open slash 4890 Nashville Tennessee 115 RW 17 slash 3650 114 Open slash 113 50 slash 6508
So 6500A is going to be our localizer.
104 Open slash 113 50 slash
But
6508
we're going to get rid of
Okay.
that
166 degrees 3 50 slash 6508 103 50 slash 6508
Do
Here's
Alt
the
S.
6500.
Yep, we'll type in 6500. Hit enter. Wait for it to say that it's been updated. Or it's ready.
CDU ready.
TD ready.
FMC display
Hold
red
on.
only 203 50 slash 6508 103 50 slash 6508
Do right soft 3.
203 50 slash 6508 166 3 50 slash 6500 MOVRT Lex 4 slash 5
There it is.
CDU 203 50 slash 6500
There it
You know,
is.
I
164
noticed
Open
there
slash
seem
4890
might not be as many vectors in 2020
165
as there are
RW 17 slash
3D.
3656 105 RW 17 slash 3656
So the runway altitude is 3656.
105 RW 17 slash 3656
So I will
Okay.
set the altitude for this flight for
105 RW 17 slash 3656
3,000.
Yeah.
Is what I do. I always round it down to the nearest number below whatever it is. If it's 3,800, I'm going to 3,000. If it's 3,200, I'm going to 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, like, it depends on the airport. If I'm real comfortable with the airport, like the one I went to, the altitude was 800. I set the landing altitude to 200. But I knew the airport, and I knew that there wasn't going to be no problems.
Right.
XRT Lex 4 slash 5
Alright, so
XRT 165 degrees HTT 1 4100 slash 4100
if we got to do a go-around, we got to go to 4,100 feet.
102 INTC slash 133 3 Axani slash 7000 hold at 4 Axani slash 7000
No, 7,000. We got to hold at 7,000 if we got to do a go-around.
Oh, wow.
So,
XRT Lex 1 slash 5
alright,
XRT
we're
Lex 1
back
slash
on line
1 1000 slash 1 star entitled book and row 1 Microsoft Flight
You
Simulator
have an
Alright,
Microsoft Flight
alternate
Simulator
airport programmed in there?
do what?
You have an alternate airport just in case?
No, I didn't put an alternate, but I won't be going to an alt. If I do, I'll go to holding position. Then I would just program that alternate.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we'll wait on Slowpoke here, and while we're waiting on him, we can have a little chat.
I love waiting on Slowpoke.
And I posted the event that I was doing tonight. I posted it on Facebook. So if we get people tonight, that's great. Or if they watch it later, same idea. I just really want to, number one, the first thing I want to do is express the amount of respect that I have for these new developers working with BVI pilots. Meaning,
Absolutely.
communicating and giving us, giving Andy and Jason information to help them make their program better for flying, to make it more accessible, to make it more sufficient, more accurate, more stable, and not really about being faster and stuff, but for example, the fly-by-wire for the Neo.
Yeah.
That is going to be a huge thing for us.
I cannot wait to fly that.
Make no mistake, what we've got now is huge from what we've had.
It's huge. Oh, absolutely. It's a game changer from what we've had.
We've had a lot of headaches in flying, and
yes,
I had more headaches probably than what I needed to have because of just the computer that I was that I was once using. But at the same time, that computer did allow me to fly, no matter if it was the best flight that day or not. It still kept me in the sim able to fly. But
Aircraft is good.
So I guess that what I want to explain to those that might be sighted and are trying to understand, what is it doing to make this accessible for someone that can't see? How are you doing these things? So
CDU number 2 execute key available. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. CDU
I've
number
had
1
people ask me,
KTS at
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
how do you keep the plane going down the runway
CDU number 2 execute key
straight,
available.
or does TFM do that? Number one, TFM does not do that, but this is something very logical. A plane's got the 2 wheels in the back, sometimes more, and 1 in the front. Think of like a tricycle, right?
Yeah, like a kid's tricycle.
And if you're sitting on a tricycle and you're pedaling, and the wheel's just staying straight, well, what is that tricycle going to do? It's going to just go straight. Same with the plane.
It's going to go
straight. It's not going
straight.
to go left and right if the wheel's, set straight. So, no, nothing keeps us lined up as far as going down the runway on takeoff. That is just, that's just some simple science, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's
Emergency exit lights on. Emergency exit
everything
lights on.
in the FMC,
Everything
in the CDU that has became available. As you can hear now, it's reading off everything that's going on in, the whole process of programming the flight.
Auto brake RTO. Auto brake disarm light on.
Speaking of that,
honestly, when we first started simming, we didn't have this, and it's incredible that we have it now, and we can actually fly a lot easier than we used to be able to. When we first started, because, we definitely had some headaches when we started. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how many times I've had issues with different things.
Microsoft Flight Simulator FSUIPC7 Simulators FSUIPC7 Simulators.
what did you
FSUIPC7
do?
forms.main row 1 column forms.main available.
Glide slope.
Left low glide slope light on. Right low glide.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
It's okay, we will.
Pull up.
First officer had a
Forms.main
glitch.
GP double resident light on.
Not a big deal though. We'll get it
Sink
here.
rate.
Hold on.
Pull up. Terrain.
I hate when it
Pull
does
up.
that. That's
Mouse tracking
No
on.
sink.
clearly.
What did it
Flight Simulator
do?
1.33.8 4 to CHKLST.
Terrain.
Low perform safety check establish power set interior lights set external lights set IR selectors perform fire test perform CBR close slash checklist.
Flaps.
Check fuel and payload sets in start at double legs and IFR clearance.
Terrain.
Perform safety check establish power set interior lights set external lights set IR selectors perform fire test perform CBR test perform auto VRSPD test perform lights test perform check fuel and payload sets in start at double legs and IFR 31 seconds until GP Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0 check fuel and payload sets in start at double legs and IFR clearance.
1,000.
Okay, it says
Forms.main
500.
FSUIP forms.main available.
400.
it says
Folder
forms
unit, Sim
not
1014.
available. Let me restart
200.
NVDA. Either way, if I gotta restart first officer next, it's not a big deal because it'll pick up where it left
Taskbar.
off.
10.
Taskbar. Forms.main row 1 column forms.main available.
Yeah,
It says not available.
Wind shear. Wind shear.
Forms.main.
Low. Terrain.
that's
Cautious.
not cool.
Terrain.
I don't understand.
Check perform safety check establish power. Close slash checklist. GPW lesson light off.
Yeah, it's being silly.
Forms.main. FSUIP 7. Simulator. Forms.main row 1. Microsoft Flight RTE Let's Star Untitled Notepad. bvipilots slash pilot restream chat row 3 column ops 29.1 FSFO column 399. Grant FSUIP 7. Simulator. Forms.main column 2. Forms.main available.
Yeah, just say forms.
Folder view list. Sim files 10 of 14. Page dragon. Start toggle button not press. Search toggle button not open the next button. Task view toggle button not press 1. Desk HP support assistant button. Show hidden icons button. Talking flight monitor button 1 of 11. Sim brief downloader right button 3 of 11. Ops studio button 4 button 5 of 11. Ops studio button 3 sim brief talking flight monitor button 1 of 11. Stop chat button 6 of 11. NVDA button 7 of 11. NVIDIA set Bluetooth devices button. Microsoft Teams button 10 of 11. Button 5 of 11. Ops studio button 4 button 5 of 11. Microsoft Teams button 11 of 11. Stop chat button. Talking flight monitor button 1 of 11. Sim brief downloader right click for up button 3 of 11. Ops studio button 4 of 11 button 5 of 11. Microsoft Teams button 10 button 5.
Well,
System tray overflow window. Show hidden icons hide button. Show hidden icons. Forms.main row 1 column. Forms.main available.
it's not letting me close that window. I think, see, with Windows
Folder view list. Sim
11,
files 10 of 14.
oh, what was the hotkey for Task Manager? I think it was Control-Shift-Escape.
Task manager. List of items data grid. Apps grouping. Level 1 process. FSFO next dot select row 1 column 1 through 6.
There it
That's
is.
not good if it's not letting you
Background
close the
process. Grouping.
window.
Process. FSFO next dot process. Game bar presence process. FSFO next dot row 16 level 1.
I just kill First Officer next and we'll just reload it. It's not
List of
a
items
big
data
deal.
grid. Task manager.
Because it
Microsoft
just
Flight
pick
Simulator
up where it
1.33.
left off.
FSUIP RTE Lex 1 star untitled book. bvipilots slash pilot restream chat column 3 ops 29.1.
You know, and I
Microsoft
like
Flight
that
Simulator
about
1.3.
First
Microsoft Flight
Officer.
Simulator.
You don't have
Oh,
to
items
go
view
through
list. Quick
the
access
whole
grouping.
thing
Preview. Home 1 of 13 level 1. Level 2 windows. C.
scratch again.
Items view list. Dollar sign reset not Flight Simulator First Officer next. Items view list. Min not selected 1 of 58. Bouncy castle.crypto.dll 9 of 58. Min 1 of 58. Data 3 of 58. Items view
Before
list.
I load it, I'm going to make
User
sure
contact
it
notepad
messes
LND
with the
XTNDR
file
apple
real
prompts
quick.
MMG set MCP PRGM FM equals 1 set lights equals 1 set X lights set set read water runner FLT CTR FLT the cabin MS force on top equals auto close equals
Why
1
it does that?
auto connect equals 0 PPR DCMDS equals 1 the car's M capacity auto open close CHKLST equals 1 notepad dialog notepad text editor document KBNA slash data row 1 data items view list star untitled notepad text editor
Alright, so
document
we're
folder
good.
view list simming files 10 to 14 simming files items Flight Simulator First Officer next 2 of 10 cut and copy rename share at least top of win run as administrator open file location I run as administrator open file pin to start P4 of my app favorite set pin to open file will run as administrator A2 items view list Flight Simulator First forms.name close and checklist grouping free FLT flow button
Okay, so, because, let me see.
simming files row 1 star untitled Microsoft Flight Simulator Microsoft Flight
The rings. Bouncy
forms.name row 1 forms.name close and
Castle.dll.
checklist grouping free FLT flow button
Bouncy Castle DAL. I'm not sure what you mean by that. We're going. Oh, one of the plane names? I don't know. I didn't pay
free
attention.
FLT before start
Oh,
engines
that might
restart
be
config
a
support company buttons
weird
connect
generic plane or something.
close and checklist grouping start engines button after start flow button start engines button
Let me see.
Bottom, stop, start engine screen review after free flow, before start CC flow, before CH messages, 23 seconds to start flow, hold control plus, after start flow button, start engines button, before start CHKLST button, before start flow button, free FLT CHKLST button, before start flow, free FLT CHKLST button, before start flow, before start CHKLST, start engines button, after start flow button, free flow, before taxi flow, before CH message, 12 sec, alt skip, land, alt skip, 10 seconds to start flow, hold control plus, taxi CHKLST button, after start flow button, start engines button, before start CHKLST button, before start flow button, free FLT CHKLST button, before start flow button, free FLT flow button.
Well, here's what we'll do. We'll just do the pre-flight flow real quick. I'll just
After
make
start,
it
free
skip.
FLT flow, before taxi flow, before CH message, action aborted, land, action aborted, free FLT flow button, edit red only select close and checklist group, free FLT flow button, pressed,
You would think it would just pick up where it was, but
after start free FLT flow, before taxi flow, before CH message,
That's
check field
weird that
table,
it wasn't.
sets in start. Edit red only, close select checklist, edit multi-line selected 1 6 for copy, edit red only multi-line selected 1 6, pre-flight flow started, pre-flight flow started, perform safety check, 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 perform safety check,
we're already,
perform safety
power's
check, perform
already
safety check,
on,
perform
so I
safety check,
think it'll
edit red only
move.
multi-line land, perform edit multi-line selected, set interior lights, set interior lights, set interior lights,
It'll go past stuff it's
set external
already
lights,
set
set
up.
IRS selectors, set IRS selectors, available, hold control plus alt escape available, hold 23 6 for POSN to become, 22 6 for POSN to become, available, hold control available, hold control plus alt escape, 19 6 for POSN to become,
I would hope so.
15 6 for POSN to become available, hold control plus 15 6 for POSN to become, set POSN and PRTM, set POSN and PRTM, set POSN and PRTM. Set POSN and PRT, set POSN and PRTM RT, set POSN and PRTM, set POSN and PRTM RT, set POSN and PRTM RT, programming RT, programming RT, programming RT, CDU number 2 message light on, programming RT,
I might
programming
need to
RT,
look at the flight plan just to make sure it didn't erase anything, but I don't think it will.
programming RT, programming RT, programming RT,
It should,
Microsoft Flight Simulator
Why would
1.33,
it?
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
well,
FMC windows already open. Forms.main row, simming files column 3 of star untitled notepad FSUIP 7, simulators of ACT Lex 1/5, ACT Lex 1/5 dialog, FMC display ACT Lex 1/.
it's
CDU
done
number 2 message
before,
light off, ACT 1/6, ACT origin net 1, KBNA CYYC, code 2, NASDAQ FTA 09DW,
but I think we're good.
ACT Lex 1/5, 201 1172/1000,
Verify takeoff
CDU number 1
speeds.
message light on, CDU number 2 message light on,
Yes, I just got
Microsoft
verified
Flight Simulator 1,
takeoff
Microsoft Flight Simulator
speeds.
1.3, ACT Lex forms.main column forms.main, flow slash
That's
checklist
not a
group,
big deal.
info, connect loading payload via FMC, loading payload via FMC, payload set, 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 left FM payload set, payload set, Walk around. Walk around. Walk around. Walk around.
Heading out for my checks.
Alright, I'm just going to bring
Microsoft
him
Flight
back
Simulator
in.
Microsoft
for
Flight Simulator
walk around,
1.33.0.
'cause we already passed that part.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Aircraft is good.
Forms.main. Forms.main. Flow slash checklist grouping. Plus alt escape. 4 set FMS prep data. Set FMS prep data. Set FMS prep data.
Okay, so we're back to where we was. But, the thing
CD
that
number
really
available. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. CD number message light on. CD number message light on.
people
DKTS at
get,
KBNA.
confused sometimes on what all is it that, that this does for you, and it just gives us the ability to program everything. TFM gives us information as far as altitude, speed,
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. CD number message unavailable.
Unable
flaps,
200
air
and
speed, ground
DKTS at
speed,
KBNA.
heading, auto brakes, VNAV, all these different things that normally, as a pilot, you gotta, look at the screen and read everything. TFM just gets that information and gives it to us. We still program it. We still have to put in the information. The only thing we can't do is the weather radar, and that's completely understandable, considering there's no way to read TFM to read something graphical and give us information back. It'd be a whole lot of work to make that happen.
Set copy FMC. Set log amber. Set nav display. Set nav
I wish
display
we
switches.
could do it, but I understand at the same time
Satellite
why
panel.
it would
Satellite panel.
be
Satellite panel. Edit red only multi-line setting 2 PM equal setting rate setting red only
project
multi-line
somebody would
edit
be
only
willing to
edit only
take
dialogue
on,
clearance.
because
Edit multi-line set seatbelt sign.
yeah,
Set
that
set
would be a
window.
lot of work.
Edit red only multi-line selected perform safety check set interior light set external. Edit red only multi-line get double elect set IFR clearance. Edit multi-line selected set aircon panel selection. Edit red only multi-line selected perform safety check set edit red only multi-line get double elect set IFR. Edit multi-line set auto brakes. Edit red only multi-line set altimeter.
Okay.
Perform safety check set flow set auto set before set taxi flow set cop set H before set trans CHKLST set auto brakes set altimeter messages check fuel and payload D. Set sit star. MSDCLR. Get double elect set IFR. Please set transponder. Land. Set WASM interface. WASM version 1.0. WASM land. Set transponder. Get double elect set IFR. Please set transponder. Land. Set transponder. Get double elect set IFR. MSDCLR. Get double set land. WASM on minus options. Info. Connect set HTS data. Info. Option on minus WASM interface. WAVI. Land. Set transponder. Get double elect set IFR clearance. Set copy FMC set yacht damage. Set sit star. MSDCLR. Get double elect set auto set altimeter set MC set WASM interface. Set HTS data. WASM interface. Set copy MFD. WASM interface. Set HTS data. WASM version 1.0. Bottom. From TF land. Info. Connected to M land. Info. Connected to options on minus WASM version 1.0. WASM interface. Land. Pre-flight flow completed. Messages. Pre-flight flow completed.
Okay, pre-flight flow completed. So, Brendan, talk about
Forms.main. Edit red only selected pre-flight flow. Flows and checklist grouping. Free FLT flow button.
talk
Restart.
about
Configuration support company buttons. Load aircraft slash buttons. Connect. Voice.
kind of as a blind person in simming,
Pause. Performance. Flows and checklist.
what it used to be
Performance.
like
Pause.
compared to the ability that we
Voice.
have
Pause.
today.
Performance. Flows and checklist. Performance. Flows and checklist grouping. Free FLT flow. Free FLT performance.
Used
Before
to
start after
be
taxi CHKLS before the CHK. Performance data group 20R button.
Cumbersome. We had to
Combo
do a
box
lot
collapse.
of
Edit 32,000 button.
workarounds.
Combo box collapse 0 button.
Sometimes we
Combo
had
box
a
collapse
lot of
30,000.
headaches, a
31
lot of
32,000 button.
frustration.
Combo box collapse. Yes. Yes. Select button. Combo box 1 selected. 5.
Especially when you were on
Combo box collapse 2
VATSIM
selected. The one button.
and
Combo box collapse on select selected
You were
31,000
flying
edit select edit select edit select edit select
with
100 edit
Tramp
select edit select CY 617 button. Combo box collapse head full button.
the plane would run out of
Combo box
fuel,
collapse 25 30 40
and
0 button.
there
Combo
were
box
just
collapse 1
things you
select 2
couldn't do
3
that
edit
you
selected
can't
200
on
edit selected 0
here.
edit selected edit selected 3 combo
Having
IMDR button.
this,
Restart. Configure support company.
the PMDG with
Voice. Pause.
TFM, it
Performance.
just
Close and check performance.
honestly it
Performance
makes
data
it
grouping. Edit selected
a
KBNA.
whole lot better. There's
Microsoft
like
Flight
a
Simulator
night and
1.3.
day
Microsoft Flight Simulator
difference
1.33.0.
between
Forms /R index 1
flying
1
with
3 of 9.
those ones we
/R
had
index 1 1
before
FMC display
versus
/R index 1
now.
1 List of ACRT lex 1
Honestly,
ACRT
I
lex 1
like it
5.
now.
201 degrees HDs 1 1172 302 MERL 306 15923 318 degree HDTRD 306 4 to 244. ACRT lex 1 201 1000.
When you first started, you were flying with the one program.
I was flying with the I was flying with a product called It's Your Plane,
and
it was pretty limited too.
could you imagine, though, think about this, if you had the voice ability mixed in with what we got now, if you had that one feature that
Oh
It's Your
my
Plane
gosh.
had,
Yes.
and then you could tie that in,
Yes.
that'd be pretty.
ACRT
That
lex
would
1
be phenomenal because, like,
ACRT lex land.
even though It's Your
6
Plane
1.0
was
slash
limited to
0.07
what
MRT
you
data
could
grader.
fly,
ACRT
it was amazing how many
Land 6
checklists
select
you
request.
went down. It literally took me, when I started with that, I remember I used to
Six,
complain
select
about
request
this. I was like,
Land
man, this
six,
is taking
select
too
request
long.
Land
And I was
six,
like,
select
hey,
request
this is what
Land
pilots really
6
do.
select request grader left
It
FMC
would
line on.
take me
CRZ
almost
wind
30
down.
minutes to
Slow.
get up and going, to get in the air
Yeah. Yeah.
with it. Because
CD
you
number
literally had to
available.
go through the pre-start, pre-flight,
FMC light off. Right FMC
you know,
light off.
all
CD number 1
that
execute.
taxi,
XRT
Forecast
XRT
subway takeoff.
1172/1000.
and it was quite an extensive checklist, and it was great.
Act 1/2. Act 1/GW1 167.4/25.plan/2 /31.82
But yeah, if we had
/31.82
the capabilities of IYP now,
space dash slash
with what we got,
1.8.
oh my gosh, that would
Scratch that
just
plus
be epic.
Yeah, I mean, granted, this new program coming out,
CD, you ready?
Beyond ATC,
FMC
that's
red
going
on
to be
plus
pretty.
Oh, I am looking forward to that. I'm sorry you never got a chance to fly with it, your plane.
Plan slash 2, 31.8/31.8 100 plan slash CRZ win 2, Z up to 3, 135.6
a few of us did.
Z up to
I
3,
think Declan
135.6
did, I
MOD
did.
perfect 1 slash 2, CDU number 1 execute key. CDU number 1 execute key available.
But that's
Reserve
okay.
track 4, 6.08 cost 5, 8 request trigger.
Flew with it.
N1 limit 1 slash 1. N1 limit cells 1 slash plus 22 degrees C100 1
That
slash
can
plus
play with it.
1 slash plus 22 degrees C122 less the less accurate
Yeah, I
cell
think
grade CLB trigger.
Declan did.
Yeah, he did.
I know
for
Josh
sure.
did, because he
Take
was
off
the one that
1
put me
10 degrees
on
142 greater 142.
Alright, so it looks like
Flaps 0. Wind 260 at 1 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Southwest 2025 requesting pushback. Southwest 2025 pushback request accepted.
Flaps take off rep 1 slash 2.
on takeoff
Flaps
rep,
QRHP 1.
it's saying
1 10 degrees 142 greater
10
142.
degrees, but we don't want 10 degrees. That'd be flaps 10.
Flaps QR 1 10 degrees 142 greater 142.
5. So we're gonna. Well, you know what? Let me see.
Wind 260 at 1 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Yeah, the wind's 260 at 1 knot. There's no reason to have it at.
Hit rep button alt plus I. FMC display at red only alt plus O. Scratch
I'm
with
gonna
alt plus
set it
S
to 5. 5. Hit enter. There's no need for
National
CD,
flaps.
you ready?
5.9 FMC display at red only alt plus O 1 10. Flaps QR 1 5 degrees 150
No
greater.
way.
Flaps QR 1 5 degrees 150 greater.
And
Flaps QR 1 5 degrees 150 greater 150. 27 KN 12 101.7 slash 101.7 152 greater 152. CD trim V3 25.7% 5.04 161 greater 161.
You know what? Actually, no. We are gonna do 5 or 10 because at 5 degrees, it's got our V1 at 150 knots.
Oh, wow.
Scratch with alt plus S blank.
So let's just go back. Let's change it back to 5. Hit enter here.
CD, you ready?
FMC display at red only alt plus O 3. CD trim V3 25 CD 2 21 5 degrees 150 greater. Flaps QR 1 5 degrees 150 greater.
It might not change it at all.
Flaps Q1 5 degrees 150 greater 150.
No, it still keeps it at 150. So I think I'll do. To be safe, we'll do flaps 10 because maybe there's some wind that I don't know
CD,
about.
you ready?
FMC
Up
display
in
at
the
red
air,
only alt plus
you
O
know.
1 5 degrees 150
You never
greater
know.
150.
That'd be
So
your luck,
Take
wouldn't
off red 1
it?
flap 1 10 degrees 142 greater.
there we go. 142.
Flaps Q1 10 degrees 142 greater 142. 22 101.7 21
So,
10 degrees 142 greater 142.
V1 is 142.
27 2 101.7 slash 101.7 144 greater 144.
144 for
CD
VR,
trim
and
V3
then
25.7%
V2
4.01 152 greater 152.
is 152. That's better.
CD 3 25.7% 4.01 152 greater 152.
Much better.
4.01 for trim compared to 5.3.
Trim dialog elevator trim 4 ailer trim 0 stab trim 400 stab out of trim indicator.
So
3.97 3.94 3.9
I'm going to set it to
3.8
3.0 instead of 4.0.
3.56 3.53
Because remember, I've got a sensitive yoke here, and we'll be on
3.25 3.26
Yeah.
3.19 3.16 3.1 3.06 3.05 3.02 2.99 3.01 3.04 3.05 3.01 3
right on
Ailer trim at red
3.
elevator trim at red only alt plus T3
I'm going to leave
Ailer
it
trim at
right there.
electrical stab auto pilot stab trim normal button alt plus U
Like-
stab trim up
There
button alt
you
plus S
go.
stab trim
There
normal
we
stab
go.
trim normal
So
take off red 1
trim
slash 2
is
dialog
set.
FMC display take off red 1 slash 2 retrim disabled
We'll turn off the retrim.
attitude down 1 attitude mode disabled Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 point Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 point num lock on num lock off num lock on parking brake on light
But
on
there's been so much
take off red 1
that's
slash 0 1 column 2
happened
take off red 1 slash 2 dialog FMC display take off RTE Lex 1 slash 5
with
menu
all this
3
accessibility.
SDFDAU PMDG 4 setup greater FS plan 3 less doors cruise greater doors L over 1 less close door open door greater
Close the door.
I'm just amazed at how
11 F
far
1
we've
closing open door
come.
greater FS actions
Oh, I am
round
too.
1 less wheels round 2 auto 3 less doors plan 4 less pushback pushback Total fuel, 31,682.3 pounds. Microsoft Flight Forms. Sim files. Star untitled notepad. Star untitled. Land. Altitude for cruise height. Easy FW. Block fuel, 31,686 pounds.
Alright, fuel looks good.
Land. KBNA / BDR. Pushback row 1 column 2 of 9. Pushback dialog FMC.
Yeah, we've came a long ways. I mean, I think we have.
Degrees com 4 0 shots 5 less x slash movement greater colon land 5
Absolutely.
less x slash movement space colon space less x IRS GPS light on right IRS DC light on speed trim failed light on Mach trim failed light on ground power light off left side window heat light off left forward window heat light off right forward window heat light off right side window heat light off left master caution light on right master caution light on flight controls warning light on IRS warning light on left FM auto throttle off auto throttle arm light off red left auto throttle disengage light on red left auto throttle disengage red left auto throttle red left auto throttle disengage light off red left auto throttle disengage light on star untitled notepad Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0 red right auto throttle red left auto throttle disengage light off red right auto throttle disengage light off
What did this guy just do?
battery discharge light on
He just, first officer just shut off my airplane.
What?
pushback row 1 column 2 of 9 pushback dialog FMC display pushback is to taxi line 1
Wow.
262 push style units 2 less straight out keep greater act RTE lex 1 slash act RTE lex 1 slash 5
Here's what we're gonna do. No fear. Because I can solve that. I know my flight plan has not been completely changed.
act RTE lex 201 degrees HD 1 1172 slash 1000 act RTE lex 1 slash
Here's
5
what we're gonna do. We will... I think I
Menu.
can get away with
land
this.
1 land 2 land 3 PM 4 set up greater
I don't know why I did
PMD
that.
startup 3 land 2 less options panel 1 less aircraft panel 2 less options state load greater load panel 2 less apron land 3 less apron on land 4 less climb land 5 less cold dark
I believe
load
what
panel
I
state
would
load panel
want
state land
is...
1 less cold dark 2 less cruise land 3 less final land 4 less hammer land 5 less runway
I don't want runway.
load panel state load panels land 1 less taxi land 1 less taxi land 1 less taxi
Let's do taxi.
CPU number 1 execute key available
Gotta love it.
50 on slope 1234 altimeter 1013 29.92 inches dot number 1 starter engaged
What I'll do is I'll just make
number 1 generator
sure
active number 2 generator active number 1 ignition on number 2 ignition on
Engine 1 cutout.
that the flight plan is where it needs to
Menu.
be.
Engine 2 cutout.
We
All
should be
engines
fine.
stable.
We should be.
menu Microsoft Flight Microsoft menu row 1 column 2 of 9 menu interrupt button alt plus I FMC display as red only alt plus home menu land 1 less FMC less rate greater land 2 less DLN menu
Well,
ident model 1 730 nav 2 air 2204 APR 21 Red Air 1 N36 Red Air 2 KBNA N36 Gate 3
okay, no, information's still there.
run 2 Nasdaq Code 1 KBNA CYYC
Okay, so all that's there.
act RTE lex 1 slash 5 2 1 1173 2 MERRL 203 HGGRT 3
Okay,
2
we're still
3 1
good
2
there.
act R 2 1 1172 slash 1000
Okay, so CDU still looks good. The leg pages are all there.
engine 1 0.0% 1266 pounds thrust
Alright, so we will make sure...
act RTE lex 1 slash 5 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 star untitled book forms.name row 2 forms.name edit red only selected flows and check VFLT before start flow before start CHKLST button start engines button after start flow button rest
We'll do after start flow. Just to make sure.
VFL stop at flow setting before taxis flow before CH messages get taxi clearance MSTCLR land MST's get taxi clearance set interior lights before start CHKLST before start before 2 CHKLST messages get taxi clearance messages get taxi clearance MST's land WASM interface WAPI message CHKLST messages CHKLST messages get taxi clearance MSTCLR land WASM interface WAPI message CHKLS set transponder before start before 2 set transponder bottom from PMDT 737 auto off land info connected options info connected to MSFS options on -1 WASM word WASM land after start completed messages after start completed
Okay, after start flow is completed. There we go.
taxi CHKLST button
So now we can just do our taxi checklist.
forms.name rest
I was like, man, I don't want to
Taxi
do all
checklist.
this.
act RTE lex 1 slash Microsoft Flight Simulator 1
Generate.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33
Probe
On.
That would have sucked.
anti
That would suck.
isolation valve.
But,
Auto.
Engine start.
you know,
Continuous.
recall.
Check.
Auto brakes.
I think
RTO.
sometimes...
Flight control. Full left.
Yoke left,
Full right.
yoke right, yoke straight back.
Full back.
Straight
Full
forward.
forward.
Check.
Ground equipment.
I
Clear.
think sometimes,
Checklist
you
complete.
know, we forget the little bitty things that make it so much better. We're going to check our trim, make
Yeah.
sure it's still set.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 forms.name row 1 column 2 of 10 act RTE lex star untitled book sim file row 2 FSUIPC 7 BVI slash pilot restream chat row 3 column 1 ops 29.1.3 trim column 3 10 of 10 trim dialog elevator trim as red only alt plus T4 trim enabled 3.94 3.8
Set.
3.7 3.67
Which makes sense because it killed my power, so it probably...
3.46 3.43
Mm-hmm.
3.29 3.21 3.17 3.15 3.08 3.05 3.02 3
right on
Forward trim
3
enabled.
again.
electrical staff Autopilot tab trim normal button plus tab trim up button
Nice.
tab trim normal tab trim normal.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33 forms.main row 1 column 2 act RT 1 slash act RT 1 slash 5
And just
side
to
FM
make sure I'm looking at my...
act profit 1 slash 2 G double 1 100 slash fuel CR 2 slash 22.8 292 degrees slash 35 colon 2 colon space slash 2 2 dot 8 ZFWT slash CO3 130 reserve transfer 4 6.018 thousand cost index per minute 5 8 request greater
Oh, that looks
act profit 1
good.
G 1 158.4 slash 27.8% Florida 353 slash Florida 320 plan slash fuel CRZ win 2 slash 22.8 292 degrees slash 35 plan slash fuel CR 2 slash 22.8 292 degrees slash 35 colon space slash 2 2 dot 8
22.8.
Scratch that,
I
let's
think I need to put it back in, but just to be safe. It won't be long, Brandon, and you and Josh will be up here flying with us, and
CDU ready.
FMC display at red on
I
the plan slash
can't
2
wait.
slash 22.8 292 degrees slash 35 plan slash 2 slash 22.8 292 degrees slash 35 plan slash 2 slash 22.8 200 plan 1 158.4 slash 2 slash 22 ZF3 135 reserve 4 6.08 cost 5 8 request greater
guys, I'm not
N1 limit 1 slash 1
promising
N1 limit cell
this
slash 1
is
slash 22 less the less act greater less L greater CLB greater
going to be perfect.
take off
I
red
don't
red 1
know.
flaps QR1 10 degrees 137 greater 142
Last time that I did it,
Let's try.
it
flaps
acted
QR1 10 degrees
stupid.
137 greater 142
Why is it
27K2 101.7 slash 101.7 139 greater 144 27 10 degrees 137 greater 142
37?
scratch with an alt plus S blank
It's being stupid. 1 3. But yeah, to be able to fly all of us again like we normally
CDU
always
ready.
did,
FMC display at red on the alt plus 1 10 degrees 137 greater left FMC light off right FMC light off
that'd be a lot
flaps
of fun.
QR1 10 degrees 137 greater 137 22
You and I
101.7
definitely
slash
need to do
101.7 139 greater
an
144
flight together.
CG2 101.7 slash
We
100
never
scratch
got
with
to
an alt plus S blank
complete one together.
Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while.
CDU
FMC
ready.
display at red on the alt plus 2 1
I'm just fixing these speeds
CG
real
trim
quick,
V3
guys.
22 CG2 101.7 slash 101.7 139 greater 139 CG3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 152
148.
scratch with an alt plus S blank
I think we want 152 actually. 152. I don't know why it
CDU
shut off
ready.
the-
FMC display at red on the alt CG trim 3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 152 CG trim 3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 152 GW slash O 3 22.8% 4.41 C 3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 152 scratch with an alt plus S blank
I didn't like that, so let's just do 142.
CDU ready.
FMC display at red on the alt plus 3
Yeah, guys,
22.8%
it's
4.41
definitely
100
been a while for you, Brandon.
CG 3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 142
It's been over 2 years.
Come on, why
Scratch
Too
with an alt plus S
long,
blank
if you ask me.
1, 4, 2. Let's try that. Hope we don't take
CDU
off.
ready.
FMC display at red on the alt plus 3 22. CG 3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 142
It still
scratch
says
with an alt plus S blank
140. Alright, 148. Let's try that, dude. Yeah, we've not done a flight
CDU
for
ready.
FMC display at red on the alt plus 3 22.8% 4.41
quite a while.
CG 3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 148
There
Yeah.
we go.
CG 2 101.7 slash 101.7 139 greater 139 CG 3 22.8% 4.41 148 greater 148
So 4.4, and I got the trim set to 3.0, so we should be good now.
Act RTE Lex 1 Act RTE 2 1 1160 2 MERR 3 3 HGGR 3 4 10.7 3 5 DSM points RN 6 1.00 slash 0.06 NMRTE data greater
But just having all the stuff we have now, I'm just really thankful for it. And
6 less electric greater dual FMC op restored land dual FMC op restored FMC dual FMC op restored
it says
Left
dual
FMC on, right FMC
FMC
on.
up restored.
6 less electric greater dual FM land dual FF 6 less electric greater CRZ 6 less load
So that's good. That means it's been,
CDU number 1 execute key available
you
CD
know, hopefully
left FMC light off right FMC
good to go.
left FMC light on right FMC Act RTE Lex 1 slash 5 land insufficient fuel 6 1.00 slash 0. Total fuel 22,613.1 pounds 3,375.5
Oh, I got it.
gallons
Okay.
total fuel flow
Okay.
1904
Fix one thing here real
Menu.
quick.
land insufficient 6 land 5 FS actions greater
That's why.
F land 4 land 3 auto 2 route 1 less fuel services greater total fuel total 1 22,611 171.9 slash 188.2 scratch with an alt plus S land Microsoft Flight Simulator forms name star untitled book star untitled land KBNA slash media land block easy up the cruise site easy block fuel 31,680 fuel row 1 column 2 fuel dialog FMC display fuel total LPSGW slash MT line select mode editor scratch with alt plus land.
Just get the fuel put in here, Brandon. So, Brandon, by
CD,
looking
you ready?
and seeing everything that you've seen with
FMC display at red on total LPS 1 22,600 to 171.9 slash 188
all these new features and stuff, do you have something
total LPS
that
1 31,998 181 point total LPS 1
really you're just
31,998
like,
181
oh
point
man, I can't
ACRT
wait
Lex
to
ACRT
use
Lex 1 ACRT
this.
201 degrees HD1 1168 slash 1000
I honestly, I
Act
can't
prohibit 1
wait
slash
to use it
Act prohibit 1
all.
T1
Like, I
160
don't
plan slash
have
2
any
slash
specific
32.1 292 degrees slash 35 plan slash 2 colon
Per
2
se,
colon space slash
but
3 2 dot 2
I'm just
3
excited about
2
using
dot
every
1
one of them.
space 2 9 2 degrees slash
Yeah.
space 3 ZFW 3 135.6 ZF2 slash 32.1 292 plan slash 1 167.7 slash 26 GW slash CR 1 plan slash 2 slash 32.1 interrupt button alt plus FMC display at red on scratch with alt plus plan.
Yeah, I'm glad that 3, 2, 0. I'm glad with these, like the one thing like the CDU right here.
CD, you ready?
CDU ready. I love
FMC display at
that
red plan slash
feature.
2 slash 32.1 200 plan slash 2 slash 32.1 292 degrees slash 35
Yeah.
plan slash 2 slash 32.1 292 degrees ZFWT 3 135.6 minus 54 degrees F minus 48 degrees C Act prohibit 1 slash 2 G 1 167.7 slash 26 point Act prohibit 1 G 1 160 slash 2 slash 32.02 ZF 3 135.6 minus 54 degrees M1 limit 1 slash M1 limit 1 Celsius 1 slash plus 22 less the less act greater less L greater CLP greater take off rep 1 flex 1 10 degrees 142 greater 137
On one side of
Flex
the
QRHD 1 10 degrees 142 greater 137
it's 10 degrees 142 137
scratch with alt plus land
142. I don't know why first officer did that.
CD, you ready?
FMC display at flex QR 1 10 degrees 142 greater 100
Messed us up.
left F flex QR 1 10 degrees 142 greater 142 2 101.7 slash 101.7 144 greater 144 CD 3 22.8% 4.59 152 greater 152 GW slash O 3 22.8% 4.59 152 greater 152
Now we're good.
trim dialog elevator trim 3 ailer trim ailer trim 0 stab trim ailer trim edit red elevator trim edit red only alt plus T3
Okay. Yep, we're good.
take off rep 1 slash 2 dialog ACRT Lex 2 1 1172 2 MERF 3 3 HD 3 2 3 1 201 degrees HD
Okay,
1
very good.
star untitled book at row 1 column 2 2 of 9
Finally.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 performs main row 2 close and checklist grouping taxi CHKLST button
Alright, so we did our taxi checklist. We're good.
before the CHKLST button
Now we just gotta do our before takeoff.
ACRT Lex 1 slash star untitled book at Microsoft Flight Simulator Microsoft Flight
Alright, runway. We're going to
jump the runway dialog airport icon label airport icon alt plus A
KBNA.
8 runways loaded. ID 02R heading. ID 02C ID 13 heading. ID 20L ID 20R heading 201 length 7 Microsoft forms.ACRT Lex 1 star untitled book and star untitled plan. Block fuel 31,686 easy FW 135,600 cruise IA easy block plan KBNA slash 20R N0452 slash KBNA slash 20R
20 right.
jump the runway dialog air ID 20R heading 200 ID 20L heading 201 length 7991 ID 20R heading 201 length 7693 with ID 31 heading 316 length 11,031 ID 20R heading 201 length 7693 with 100 ID 20C heading 201 length 7990 ID 31 heading 316 length 11,031 with ID 20R heading 201 length ID 31 heading 316 length 11,031 with 1 ID 20R ID 02C heading 21 length 7990 with 146 and ID 02R heading 21 length 7991 with 140 ID 02L heading 21 length 7693 with
I don't like these short
ID
runways.
02C heading 21 length 7990 ID 13 heading 136
Oh,
length
man.
11,031 with
Here we
140 ID 13 heading 136 length 11 ID 20L heading 201 length 7991 with ID 20C heading 201 length 7990 with 100 ID 31 heading 316 length 11,031 with 104 ID
we'll go
ID
to
31 heading 316 length 11,031 ID
runway
31 heading 316 length 11,031 with 142
It's any
news
big deal. I can just
star untitled notepad text editor document cape Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0 runway 31 at KBNA slash 11,031
okay.
0 knots ground speed
We're not
star
running
untitled notepad row 1 column 2 forms main column 3 of 9
because
ACRT Lex 1 slash 502 column 1 4 of 9 ACRT Lex 1 slash 5 dialog FMC display ACRT Lex 1 slash ACRT 1 ACRT 1 slash step slash R index land 1 less step KBNA R greater KBNA 6 runways 1 CHATM 302C land 2 DANLS 30 land 3 land 4 Evan 313 5 flame 320C KBNA departure KBNA 6 run 1 GDO GD 320L land 2 HGGRD 3 less act greater 20R land 3 KRSTA 331 Land. 2. HDTRD 3 less greater 20 R. Land. 2. HDTRD 3 less greater 20 R. Land. 3. KRSTA 331. Land. 4. NASHD 7. 3. KRSTA 331. KBNA departs. Land. 2. DANLS 3. Land. 1. CHADM 3 less L greater 6 runways. 1. CHAD. Land. 2. DANLS. Land 3. Glory 3. Land 4. Heaven 3. Land 5. Flame 3.
Okay.
KBNA 6 1. GDOGD 3. Land 2. HDTRD 3 less L greater. Land. 2. HDTRD 3 less L greater. Land 3. KRS. Land 2. HDTRD 3 less L greater. KB trans 1. HDTRD 3 less L greater trans. 2. Tins. Land 3. Land 2. Tins. Trans. 1. HDTRD trans 2. Tins less L greater.
Execute.
CDU number 1 execute key unavailable. CDU number.
Go.
ACRT. 2. Vectors. ACRT Lex 1 slash 7. 316 degrees HD 1. 1000 slash 1000. 316 degrees HD 1.8 NF.
316.
MCP edit dialog edit. 3 unselected.
Basically, what I did, Brandon, was change my runway. So I just a couple things you got to change when you do that.
Oh,
You know
okay.
that, you know that much.
Yeah.
Edit select toggle button not press alt. Edit input edit alt plus E selected 306. ACRT Lex 1. ACRT Lex 316 degree 1. 1000 slash 1000. 316 2. Vector slash 303. MERRL slash. MODRT Lex 2. MERRL slash 3 HDTRD slash 318 degree 3 HD 3 4 10 slash N 5 RNT slash act 6 1 point RNT 5.
Okay, so that's
ACRT Lex 2. ACRT root is 1 1294 slash 1000 root is continuity 1 1294 slash 132 MERRL.754 slash 4 320 132 MERRL.733 HDTRD.756 slash 4 320 304 10.756 slash 4 320 303 HDTRD 34 10.756 slash 4 320 305 DSM.755 slash 4 320 304 303 301 1294 slash 1000 130 degrees 80.5 NM
actually, I don't need
1 1294 slash 1000 132 MERRL.754 slash 4 320
So left soft 2. Go back up.
ACRT Lex 3 HD 3 4 N 5
Left soft
MODRT
5.
Lex 1 slash 6 CDU number 1 execute CDU number 1 155 MERRL slash 104 10 slash 383 HDTRD 295 slash 4 to 248 302 MERRL 295 slash 15480 301 1250 slash 1000 2 303 834 10.756 slash 303 302 301 1250 slash 1302 MERRL 295 slash 15003 HDTRD 295 slash 4 to 200 303 HDTRD 295 slash 44 10.756 slash 115 MERRL.RN6 1.00 slash
Okay, so that looks
ACRT
good.
ACRT 318 1 HDTRD.758 slash 4 to 320 302 10.757 slash 4 to 320 303 DSM.757 slash 4 to 34 FSD.752 slash 4 to 320 305 6.74
We'll be
ACRT
on
Lex
our way.
ACRT Lex 2 and 1 level point 734 slash 4 to 320 2 and 2 Mavic 248 slash 4 to 259 11:43 p.m. 3 and 3 Armor 248 slash 4 to 237 3 and 4 Namty 248 slash 4 to 215 ACRT Lex 3 slash 6 201 level point 734 slash 4 to 320 2 Mavic 248 slash 4 to 259 3 and 3 Armor 248 slash 4 to 237 3 and 4 Namty 248 slash 4 to 215 3 and 5 Velosa 248 slash 4 to 193
19,000.
ACRT Lex 4 slash 6 ACRT 3 1 April 248 slash 4 to 210 3 and 2 Titic 248 slash 11,870 2 and 3 Kepler 250 slash 9822 3 and 4 Newell 210 slash 8,000 3 and 5 Elsock 210 slash 7133
If first
ACRT
officer
ACRT
wouldn't
2
did
and 1
what it
Vicky
did,
201 slash 6500 1 and 2 Elbit 158 slash 4890
Yeah.
1 and 3 RW 17 slash 1 and 2 Elb 1 and 1 Vicky 200 1 and 2 Elbit 1 and 3 RW 7 1 and 4 4100 slash 1 and 5 INTC slash RNT 6 1.0
we'd done be on our way.
ACRT 1 and 1 Laxani slash 7000 Hold 2 Laxani slash 7 Land 3
Okay, we're
ACRT
good.
Lex 6 slash 6 ACRT Lex 1
All right,
ACRT Lex 1 slash 6
so
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
before we take off, when you think that this is my question, and this is a kind of a long fetch question, but as a blind simmer, what do you think is the most critical part that makes it so much easier to be able to do these flights? That really makes it convenient now.
Probably just being able to have full control of things inside the aircraft, like your displays and, you know, CDU and stuff like that.
Because think about it. Could you imagine we were still on FS Tramp?
Oh my gosh. That would be a nightmare.
And we wouldn't be in the PNVG. We
It
would
would
not
just-
be.
It would just be bad.
Yeah. And we wouldn't be in this PNVG.
Mm-mm.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
Okay.
At RTE Lex 1/6 are untitled book at column 3 forms main row 2 column 1 close and checklist.
And Brandon, just let me take off, and then once we get taken off and stuff, we'll talk for a second. And you
Edit red only selected. Close and checklist grouping before the CHKLST button.
Okay.
Taxi CHKLST before the CHKLST button. Rest.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Trim.
Set.
Checklist complete. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff.
Forms main row 1 column close and checklist grouping before the CHKLST. Pre-FLT flow, pre-FLT CH. Restart configure support company. Right buttons. Connect. Position light voice. Position light scope / steady. Connect. Voice.
I'm gonna turn on voice, and then once I get in the air, I'll turn the voice back off, and then we can
Close and
talk.
checklist grouping. Pre-FLT CHKLST button.
All right.
List. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Engine number 1 anti-ice on. Left cowl valve open. Left FMC light off. Right up. Flaps 5. Wind 260 at 0 knots. Gust 71 degrees.
Anti-ice off.
Wing anti-ice off. Engine number 1 anti-ice off. Left anti-ice valve closed. Right anti-ice valve closed. Engine number 2 anti-ice off. Left cowl valve closed. Right cowl valve closed. Flaps 5. Engine 1 0.0% 1265. Engine 2 0.0% 1265 pounds thrust.
Make sure it's off. Anti-ice off. Okay, we're good. Parking brake off.
Parking brake light on.
Oh,
Parking brake off. Parking brake light off.
parking brake was off. Thank God it didn't take
0
off
knots ground
rolling
speed.
on us. Okay.
Attitude mode enabled. Read trim disabled.
Trim disabled.
Attitude mode disabled. Attitude mode enabled.
Attitude mode enabled. And we are going to do this. Come on, baby. Treat us good. Will you please?
Auto throttle servos on.
On
Cross set.
taxiway.
Check.
On taxiway.
Runway 31 at KBNA / 11,031.
23 knots.
MCP heading 316.
38 knots.
Speed aligned.
Check.
52 knots. 66 knots.
Flaps 5.
80 knots.
Auto throttle servos off.
93 knots. 106 knots.
Flaps 10.
118 knots. 128 knots. 139 knots.
Rotate.
149 knots.
D2.
Up 1 2 up 3 up 1 3 up 7 8 up 8.
158 knots.
Up 9.
Airborne.
Up 10. Up 11. Up 12. Up 13. Up 10.
167
Up
knots.
10. Up 11. Up 12. Up 13. Up 14. MCP under speed warning on. Up 13. Up 12.
400 feet.
1,000 feet.
Flaps up.
Up 13. Right 1. Up 12.
Gear up.
Nose gear light off. Left gear light off. Right gear light off. Gear lever up. Nose gear and transit light on. Left gear and transit loud for right 2. Right 3. Nose gear and transit light off. Right 4. Up 14. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Flaps and transit light on. Flaps extended light off.
Command A.
Up 15. Right 5. Left ram door light off. Right ram door light off. Flaps 0 14.
Command
Left
A
FMC light off. Right
on.
13. 2,000 feet.
Acceleration
Up 12.
altitude.
Left
Command
FMC light
A.
off. Right FMC light off. Up 11. CMDA light on.
Command A on.
Left right 4. Amber command up 10 right 3. Amber command 9. Amber right 2. Amber attitude mode disabled. Amber command A disengage light off. Amber command D disengage light off. Amber command A disengage light on. Amber command D disengage light on. Amber command A disengage. LNAV light on. Auto roll on.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleed.
Check.
Packs.
Set.
Landing gear.
Up.
Gear lever off.
Flaps.
In. Set.
Checklist complete.
Engine number 1 auto. Engine number 2 auto. Auto brake off.
Alright. Anti-ice off.
3,000 feet.
Alright, we're good.
Forms main row 1 column 2 at RTE Lex 1. At RTE Lex.
Awesome.
At RTE 313 degrees 23.8. At RTE 313 degrees 23.5 nm. At RTE 313 degrees 23.3 nm.
Yeah, and we're on the... We're following the waypoints here. So we did it.
Alrighty.
I was a little concerned because usually when the CDU gets restarted like that, I get really concerned. Well, not gets restarted, but whenever the when the power gets done like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're climbing at
2644 feet per minute.
2644 a minute.
249 knots indicated.
Oh yeah, you'll be good.
249 knots indicated.
249 knots indicated. 5,000 feet.
But do you see how smooth it holds that speed under 10,000?
249 knots indicated.
249 all the
Yeah,
way
and
up to
it doesn't
10,000.
jump all over the place.
Right. And on P3D, it's hard to do that sometimes. You gotta figure with the
6,000 feet.
speed, and you know, it's a pain in the
Yep.
butt. Like right
Exactly.
now,
Spoilers retracted.
spoilers are retracted, but on P3D, you'd probably need to put them out to keep under that speed. But
And on freeware aircraft, it was even worse because your speeds would swing drastically all over the place.
7,000 feet.
yeah, but we had a
You're up,
really
top.
nice takeoff. I don't know if you noticed, Brandon, but did you notice what I control and I don't let first officer control?
You definitely don't let it control your flaps.
Nope, and I don't let it control my gear. I
8,000
do
feet.
I do my gear and I do my flaps. Just because what if for some reason something goes wrong? You know, I don't know. I like having control. I like having control of the flaps. The gear's not really a
9,000 feet.
big deal, but I like being able to. Hold on a little bit more. Hold on.
Yeah.
F1 light off.
There we go. I just like being able to do the flaps myself.
I don't blame you.
And with first officer, I know first officer will do my command A and all that stuff, but you can go ahead and tell first officer to turn that on, to turn VNAV on. Just to be, I do it to be safe,
10,000 feet.
because sometimes first
Yeah.
officer does silly stuff, and I'm like, I
Pleasant View, Tennessee, United States. 3.8 nautical miles, 334 degrees.
that to
Yeah,
mess up the flight, but
I agree.
as viewers, it'd be nice to get some of
Passing
the
10,000
sided
feet.
perspectives
Left
too.
retractable landing
So
light
if
extend.
you're a
Left retractable
sided
landing light retract. Right
person
retractable landing light extend. Right retractable landing light retract.
and
Left
you're
fixed landing light off.
watching
Right
us
fixed landing light
do
off.
these
Left runway turn off light off.
flights,
Right runway turn off light off. Taxi light off.
I think not just myself, but Brandon and others would be curious to know, what is it that, runs through your mind when you're seeing us fly, questions that might come to you. If you got questions like that, you can leave comments. We'll reply to comments and videos and stuff like that. But, I just think, looking at where we started and where we are today is a huge improvement.
There's a huge difference.
And to be honest, we didn't know we was ever going to be this far. And then we got to talking about everything, and the one thing was when we first started talking about how it'd be nice to
Once a year.
fly
Next waypoint. HGTRB.
some of the
Distance.
pay work
45 nautical miles.
someday
Bearing.
and all this,
317 degrees.
next
6
thing we
minutes. 19
know,
seconds.
we're
And
flying it.
I think our conversation went something like, it would be nice to not have to worry about Tramp and dealing with its quirks and idiosyncrasies.
Yeah.
Is how I remember it.
Well, and I don't, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus here, but I think when you're a developer and if you're offering accessibility, you should treat the ones that are putting money in your pocket a little bit better than
A little bit better. Yeah.
the way that some people have been treated, because
Yeah.
there's no reason for that. But
There's
I'm
no
glad,
excuse for it.
I will still use FS Tramp if I'm doing a flight on P3D. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've got P3D installed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just for fun, I thought one day about doing a double flight. So I'm talking about having 2 different flights on 2 different simulators running.
Oh my gosh.
It'd definitely be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
I know that this computer can handle it, because when this computer was built, those were some of the things that got tested.
Yep.
But it'd really be a good way to show people the comparison between 2020 and P3D5 even.
P3D. Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
10,060 ASL.
But
Distance to descent, 1442
Yeah, it would.
418. MCP altitude 10,000 feet nav. MCP altitude dialog altitude. Altitude input and alt plus E selected 10,000. Free
I'm
unselected.
glad I paid attention to this.
32,000. RTE Lex 1/6 dialog FMC display RTE Lex 3 1 HTTR 294 floor 186 colon HTTR 294 slash floor 183
18,000.
minus 7 feet per minute 10,090 ASL 317 degrees 23.2 nm 1 HTTR 294 slash floor 183
Okay, hold on 1 second.
MOVRTE Lex 1/6 C CDU number 1 execute key unavailable CDU number 2 execute key unavailable left FMC light on right FMC light on.
There we go, now we're fine. Yeah, Brad, I appreciate you coming up,
I'm glad to be here.
joining the little chat
I can't
about
wait to.
simming. Sure you're
I
excited
can't wait to get
your
simming
computer,
myself, and
get back into
absolutely
sim.
I am.
Then
And
you
get
won't,
back on a live stream with you and simming at the same time.
you won't have to worry about charging your phone so much, you know, at your old age.
Thank
So,
goodness. Yeah, I know. Even though you are older than I am.
Not by far, my friend. Not by far.
No, you're not. You're like
At RTE Lex
4 years
1/6
older than me.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3
So yeah, you're
8.0
not that
Microsoft
far
Flight
ahead
Simulator
of me.
Guys, I will tell you, OBS has been acting silly. I need to update it. There's an update available, so if it kills the stream, I will come back on, so you'll be able to pick up the rest of the flight if it does that. Because there is an update that I need to do, and that might be why it was. Well, I don't know, because Josh said the stream was way behind last night, but others said it wasn't. So I don't know if it was just on his end, because I know it ain't the computer. Now I can guarantee 100% tell you.
I'm gonna have to test that next time you do a stream.
Yeah, well, if you want to look and see for me when you get off here real quick, just come on and send me a message on the chat and let me know, you know, how far behind it is, if you don't mind to do that real quick.
Okay.
All
right.
But yeah, thanks for coming up, my friend. And
not a problem.
Yeah, Monday I've got a. Yeah, we can meet on the server. I got some work I got to do, and you know what that consists of. So you'll probably be interested in joining that one. So I've got to be the bad guy on Monday.
What time Monday should I meet you up here?
Probably about 11. 10 your
11
time.
Eastern.
I got to be the prick. I got to be the prickler and the stickler. So.
Oh boy.
I got somebody that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do, because I know it's going to. I got to tell you this real quick before you leave, and I can't do it on live stream anyway. So here's what I'm
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, I don't want
Well, here's what I'm going to do, because I know this thing's going to kill my stream.
C transitions window controls window stop screen and checkbox checked.
You guys can reconnect here in a minute. When you see it reconnect, I'm going to update this and tell him what's going on, and then you guys can reconnect. And I'll have Brandon test it for me. So we'll be back. I'm going to do this update while we're flying here, guys. So just